selfishness. God in Genesis 2 created two beings with specific, unique, individual differences and qualities who, when put together, made one whole, completed person. And that is what the term help meet means. Adam needs help. He needs somebody to complete him. And in Genesis chapter 5 verse 2, God said, the Bible says, male and female created he them and blessed them and called their name Adam in the day they were created. This was Mr. and Mrs. Adam. This is the reason that a wife who truly wants to be one with her husband takes her husband's name, and it signifies their oneness. The woman's name was not given till after the fall. In Genesis chapter 3 verse 20, and even then her name was given not by God, but by her husband. God's ultimate plan was oneness. 1 Peter 3:7 says, and I love the way this pictures this, as being heirs together of the grace of life. Now, when I read that phrase, heirs together, I get a picture in my mind. The picture is that of a great and wonderful and bountiful and valuable inheritance. Y'all come on up here. That God is about to hand to a husband and a wife. Heirs together of the grace of life. And so here's this, come on over this way a little bit if you will, please. And here's this wonderful inheritance that God says, and God says, I'm going to give this to y'all. Notice how they naturally hold hands together. You see that? I'm going to give this to you together so you can reach out and both of you can take this. Now, I want you to stop holding hands for just a second. Now, he says, what do I do with my hand? I like that. And what if she says, no, I want you to put your hand out. She says, I want that inheritance for myself. And God says, no, you don't get it. What if he says, no, I won't, put your hands out, I want that inheritance. God says, no, you don't get it. I have made you, join hands again. I have made you one. You can receive this inheritance together, or you cannot receive it at all. From the day you're married, whatever one gets, the other gets. God offers blessings and privileges and gifts and opportunities, but they can only be received together. God offers you grace for every trial. Y'all ever had any trials? One or two. And God offers you grace for those trials together. Have you ever noticed that sometimes he becomes weak and all at once you're strong? And there are times when you're strong and she's weak. And what God is doing is he's saying you are together, yet you're still two individuals, and I'm going to give what is needed to complete this other one right now so that you truly can be one at this point in your life. Notice that this heirs together of the grace of life. It is not them and the kids. Jonathan, run up here with your dad and mom. Now, he's a grown man already himself, still at home, loves his mom and dad. But notice this. This inheritance is not given to them and to him. It is given to them to be heirs together of the grace of life. Now, who are the primary beneficiaries of this? The children. Because there's nothing more joyful to a child. There's nothing more assuring to a child. There's nothing that gives a child greater security and greater peace than mom and dad being together. And so the children become beneficiaries of this